Yeah, no, I was thinking we could do some like brainstorming and stuff. Oh, and we are live. Nice.
Yeah, we are live.
I wasn't looking.
Okay,
Time to share.
As we start sharing and stuff. So I'm gonna be playing 2 trailers, and the second one is really short, so whatever. Also, I'll play the little drawing video that Josh made kind of earlier in the campaign, and that's of the Smash Brothers, right? Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Smash Brothers print, which you can get on the Kickstarter right now. We have a 90s throwback reward tier item. Reward tier, not item. That's one of the items on that. So I got to share this stuff, so I'm going to be playing trailers and stuff to try to kill some time.
I love that trailer.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping we have an anime trailer for the next one, so
I'm sure
I'm
we
going
will.
to share this fucking thing, and it's like, it's just comment or like. So now I'm trying to figure out how to share it because I don't even though I've done this a million times. Oh, there we go. Now I can share it.
You're just the ramblings of a
Facebook
madman.
has a delay of that. So the second trailer isn't animated really. It's not like the first one, but I'm hoping for the third issue, the final issue of this plot arc, for next year, we'll have an animated trailer. If I have to pay to have that done, I'll definitely do that because I really like the first one. So here's the second trailer.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to share a little video that Josh made kind of in the beginning of the campaign. And it's crazy because now we have like 8 days left of the campaign. But yeah, this is the little video of like a work in progress video of him like creating the art print. That's the Super Smash Brothers parody. I forgot that I could add. Yeah, I forgot that I could add the music. So I was like, oh, well, that's cool.
I forgot that I did not add music to that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I knew that there's no music, and I don't want people to just be singing. Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, I am excited. I this summer was just really really busy. I had I was working on Apocrypha for Dark Tidings slash Bad Bug Media, and
Oh, yeah.
was working on that, and then trying to get Mittens 2 done, and it just like it all of a sudden was like a week before or like a few days before the campaign. I was like, oh, we don't have a video. Crap. So I am feeling like next year we'll actually have a video. I think I'm gonna tackle it a little earlier, at least get an idea going for it. Because that was a lot of fun. That first animation turned out really good.
Yeah, a lot of people liked it.
Yeah,
I think that was one of the reasons why we got so many people that backed.
I had a lot of people ask me about like, hey, can you make me one for me?
Yep.
And I'm like, this is how much it is, and they're like, never mind.
Yeah, people were like, who did that? And I was like,
Excuse
my
me.
artist for Mittens, Josh. And they're like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, just ask him. And then I'm like, oh, I'm guessing it was a little much.
It's expensive to do that much animation.
Yeah, like I animated a hot dog going onto a bun, putting ketchup on it in a blender. That took 3 hours to do. It was 15 seconds. So
yeah, pretty much. That feels right. Like animation, you could put days into it, and you get like it's like stop motion. It's like you stop doing stop motion animation, and then you spend a week on it, and you have like maybe a minute. That's generous.
Yeah,
like that's rough. But
put the link of
oh yeah.
back in
Shoot, I gotta.
Mittens.
That might actually help.
And then yeah, do that.
Mittens. We are currently at. Nope, that's Space Pilot 1. Hold on, Mittens 1.
We are at 5,000.
We are at 50 billion.
Oh, okay. We did have another backer. That's awesome.
Hey, yo, we're just shy of 3,200. That's exciting.
Cool. That's cool. So
I'm so glad you mentioned the link because I forgot the link.
Here. And I'm going to have it scrolling on the bottom of the screen. So if you, for some reason, lose the comment at some point, you'll be able to see it on the screen. That's cool. Because somebody did back today. I forgot, but they made their pledge higher. But
oh, cool.
Yeah, so that was cool. 213%. Yeah, so the first campaign for Mittens, we had 240 backers, which was the most that I've ever had.
It's literally double what we have right now.
Yeah. So, two people actually backed today, so that's cool. Yeah.
Very exciting.
And they both got this.
Oh yeah, it was at 117 the last I looked.
That's cool. We did have one.
I did try posting on.
Time, but then somebody canceled it.
Those cancels.
Yeah, it was like $1.
I want to see.
Just looking behind my back, even though I have a camera, I can just look and be like, "Oh, is there any bats flying in there?"
It's fine. You're Batman. Don't worry about it. Oh man. No, I was sharing on Pinterest today. I was sharing.
Oh, actually, that's a very good idea. I didn't even think of doing that. That would totally work.
I was on there today.
Cats or something.
Yeah, it makes sense. Something I didn't think about. I was like,
I shared our Kickstarter link. So there's a cat cafe that like just opened like nearby. And for people that don't know what a cat cafe is, there's like half of the building is a bakery kind of thing, and like cafe, and the other half is like you can adopt cats.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we went to one in like Ohio like a couple years ago. I was like, oh, this is cool. Yeah, so you don't get like cat fur in your muffins or whatever. So it's definitely separate.
You very much could.
But
should just like plaster Mittens posters on everywhere.
there you go. Yeah, if I like went into pet shops, like, hey, there's this Kickstarter. It's a cat. I'd be like, oh, well, I'll back it.
I'm
Like,
gonna go.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Hey, you never know.
Sponsored by Benson's Pet Center. Yeah, so we got 2 backers today, so that was cool. We're almost at 32 or $3 from 3,200 right now, so that's awesome.
Heck yeah,
8
that's
days to
great.
go. We're probably
We're on
gonna
that.
we're
We're
doing
on
a
that
live
ramp. I
stream.
hope.
Probably gonna do a live stream like Thursday or something next week, or Friday or something like that, and then we're gonna do one on the last day, which is Sunday. I'm pretty sure Sunday is the last. Yep, at 6 p.m. So we'll do that.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it's almost over.
I know
Pretty fast.
It did. It really did. It feels like we just started, but it has felt like a good long road. So I am ready for. I'm ready to stop staring at the Kickstarter app every 10 minutes.
I'm gonna be doing updates probably tomorrow because I have to do an update to put some people in. Aaron Dowan, well, just Catalyst Comics Studio in general. They have Tilt, the trade of that on Kickstarter right now. I think you can back it by this link right here. So you should do that. Back Tilt. They're almost funded. They're not funded yet, unless if that magically changed today. But yeah, it should have already been funded because it's Tilt, but whatever. And it's awesome. So if you like superheroes and you want the entire story that they have at the moment, back that.
That's I personally like, when I see a Kickstarter going and it's got like a trade or something, I get a little more excited because I don't know, I just really like when when I'm really into something and I see that it's like a full book.
I back
so
every single one. I was going to back that one, but I'm waiting on my debit card because they sent it to the wrong address. So that's why I'm like waiting.
Yeah, you said.
Like, I haven't lived there in years,
Nice.
but okay. And then I got a letter today, which
sense.
they could have sent. They could have sent the card with that letter, but they sent a letter saying that, oh, there's an address change, and I'm like, yes, but you still have the address that I am at right now, so you could have just
you sent shit to me here. How did that?
You could have put the new card with that letter instead of like wasting that piece of paper. That's so stupid.
That is so dumb.
Artwork.
I was curious if you wanted to do like a little look over Mittens 1 and talk a little bit about some of the artwork there and ideas behind it.
Yeah.
Get people, because not everybody's seen or not everybody's read Mittens 1, so it'll be a nice little.
I do have like overlays of like that epilogue. So like
overlays.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's like that I can put on the screen real quick.
Gotcha. Instead of sharing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can pull that up real quick. I don't think is this version. Oh yeah, this version.
And there's no lettering on it anyway. But
well, that works.
Yeah. So we hit a stretch goal on the first campaign, and we unlocked this epilogue, which is with the character Griff, who is a bounty hunter. He's in the second issue. He's also in the third. He's definitely in the third issue. But I just wrote the third issue. He's also not in the third issue like a lot. But yeah, we'll figure something out. Anyway, so we had this epilogue, and he's questioning this frog being.
Who's definitely not Slippy from Star Fox. That character has Slippy's voice from N64 Star Fox in my head.
Fox, no. So,
Slippy's dead.
Slippy's dead. So, yeah, Griff is questioning the frog, and then Toad comes out, and then they have a little childhood reminisce.
What are you doing?
So anyway, questioning the frog about the whereabouts of Mittens. And then, the frog is like, hey, I can't really tell you anything about that. And then he's like, oh, I bet some flies will do the trick. So, obviously, attempts to fly with flies, and then whacks him.
He gets his info.
Yeah, he got what he needed.
I love the heart eyes that I did for the frog.
Yeah,
Like
that's awesome.
the fact that the heart eyes have like dimension to them, so they look like
Yeah.
actual like pieces that are on his eyes. It's just so funny.
And yeah, so that actually is connected to the whole story. So it's not just a thing thrown in there just because, like, oh, we added some pages. That's part of the story. So, like, when we get to the point of doing a trade, it will be in there. So, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about, since we can do it, we do it the Kickstarter route, is that we're able to do, like, it's not like we're just aimlessly adding more. It's just like we're telling the fuller story, essentially. It feels like fucking Star Wars Special Edition.
Yeah. So it's like DLC. So,
it's really what it is, essentially.
Yeah. So like we have a $5,000 stretch goal, which I really hope we unlock because I already wrote it, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be drawing it soon if he hasn't yet. It's an ash can. It's the first time I made one of those, and it's just an adventure that Mittens goes on with another cat character that gets introduced in the ash can. So, like, we're gonna make it at some point. So if somehow we don't hit that goal, it's gonna be made either way. But I would like to release it and give it to the backers that you guys waited 31 days almost for it to get funded, so you would be able to get that, and then it would be an add-on for like the lower tier people. So anybody that wants it, that's not a higher tier like the plushie or the sketch cover or something like that.
Yep.
Then you could just like add on, get the ash can, and it has another cat character which is called Marshall, which is my cat. So
no, it's honestly kind of fun to keep adding the cat characters again. Like issue 2 of Mittens didn't have any other cat characters. Besides, like, some of the guards have like cat ears on their helmets, so it's like you inferred that they're cats. But issue 1, they went to Planet Yarn, you got to see a bunch of cats, and so issue 2, less cat centric besides Mittens. So it was little starting to work on this the mini adventures of Mittens is I think what we said, and it's been like I've been sketching Marshall out, and it's really fun to draw another cat. Especially like I have like real big ears for him, and he's got like the markings and stuff. So
that's cool.
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I really hope we hit that goal because like I am like stoked to work on this little short adventure. I don't know what it is, but like doing short adventures with characters, especially Mittens, is such an appeal to me. I don't know, it's just really cool.
Yeah, like if I had the money, I could like just have us do web comics of just Mittens stuff. Yeah,
I mean, honestly,
Dylan was talking about that. He's like,
yeah, I mean, it's
just do something like that. Not Mittens, but like just like continuing different stories that I can't. I'm like, that still costs money to make. He's like, well, start drawing, and I'm like, dude,
how about you start drawing? Man. That's funny.
Yeah, but I was like,
I mean, honestly, these mini adventures of Mittens could be perfect webcomics.
Yeah, like probably turn them into that.
Oh yeah,
we could add it to. We will add it to like Nova Nation on our website, and then
that'd be perfect.
You subscribe, and that'll just be an extra thing because that's one of the things we were talking about is adding like little things like that.
That'd be perfect to have. Like, if you want to read the mini adventures of Mittens, like the only place to find it is like Nova Nation and stuff. Like, that feels like a great exclusivity type of thing. And like, I don't know. That's really it's these little fun adventures. It feels like the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing that with Lucky 33. We're turning Max Axel into a webcomic. Not like, let me rephrase. We're not continuing the series or anything like that. We're physically turning the issue we made and turning it into like a webcomic. Like,
it's kind of the idea of like what I have is like with the ash can. So like,
yep,
we could just take that
piece of cake. Honestly, we've been trying that lately, and it's a lot easier to turn something into a webcomic than I thought. Like, because the format is a bit different. Like, You're gonna, unless it's because some people do like full pages, but
yeah,
like the webtoons format is like real scroll oriented for phones. So, yeah, I think it'd be really fun to see this treasure of the catfish. Oh man, what a fun idea.
Um, yeah, so I wrote issue 3, and right before we started, we were talking about that stuff.
Well, you've had issue 3 written for a while, like plotted out for a while, but you're just
Yeah,
revisiting with more detailing.
yeah, it's
Technically, if you want to get technical.
you know, technically I just changed a few things around. And, yeah, because it was written, I just like changed the page numbers and changed a couple things.
Yeah.
It is less pages than what the original issue 3 was. I think it was like 28 or 30 or something like that.
Oh, jeez, I didn't realize.
A little. When we go to like edit it, it probably will either expand or something else.
Knowing me, I'll like add a bunch of pages because apparently I don't know how to not do that.
That's fine as long as we like tell a story. That's good.
Yeah, it's always from the priority of like making sure it reads well.
Yeah,
because I don't know, I'm really obsessed with like making sure the beats feel right, make sure the reader has room to breathe. It doesn't have like, I don't know. I just like lately I've been realizing how fast paced a lot of like I like picking up a random comic and being like, oh my god, this character like did like 30 things in like 5 pages, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just so quick.
I used to write like that.
It's
the first Seer Chronicles was like I had one character doing 5 different things at once. Dylan's like, that's like a movie, and I was like, yeah, I'm stupid.
I'm learning. It's fine.
But yeah, so I wrote the 3rd issue, and that took like not even a full day. Kind of a big deal.
I'm just that cool.
It was a philosophizer.
I was just thinking that. That was a philosophizer.
So
I wouldn't sell you my gym back for King Midas' silver. Sorry, Dodgeball is a fantastic movie.
I quote that at my job all the time. So. I said that actually to my boss today. Like he was saying something like, "Yeah, guys are just really all cavemen," and I was like, "No, he's a philosophizer." And now, like coworkers are like just laughing. They're like, "Ah."
That's so good.
I was like, "It's from Dodgeball."
It's from a great movie. Oh man.
Yeah, so wrote issue 3. We got to get it edited, which we will. Yeah, after this one finishes, and that ends the plot arc of one of the plot arcs, because there's a few different things happening within Mittens, but it's not like so much stuff that is crazy. Like in Seer Chronicles, I do that. I seem to do that a lot with some comics of mine. Like Hector actually took something out of Seer Chronicles 3 because he's like, this dude's got 2 pages. There's no need to put him in for just 2 pages. So we changed something because of that. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Because if I had another plot arc in Mittens, I'm like, that's like way too many things.
Yeah, I think the all ages element really plays to the benefit of just having a very straightforward story. Like there are multiple things happening, but it's not like, meanwhile here, meanwhile here, meanwhile here, meanwhile.
Yeah, I don't want to like confuse anybody. So like the main plot that does end because it starts in issue 1 of him like getting the mission from Oscar. Then he goes to retrieve the item, and then issue 2 they do more stuff with the item, and then in issue 3 they do even more stuff with the item.
They continue to do things
with the item.
And, do you think there will be a trade of issues 1, 2, and 3 of Mittens?
I think so. That's what I was like thinking.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah, but like
the Squeaky Toy Saga.
that's probably what it would be called.
The dog toy saga.
Not gonna lie, I don't know how many actual pages could be in a trade, because I know some people have said like, oh, it's like this amount. Like Tilt is 128 pages.
Yeah, I mean, trades are usually like upwards of like 5 issues, so like 120 plus.
But I wouldn't
Um,
know how to put more of Mittens in a trade. Well, like you could do that, but like nah, then I would have to do like 2 more Kickstarters and then do a Kickstarter for a trade, and it would just be kind of weird to like do it at that certain number.
yeah, that feels no. This feels right. Like, because that would be. Let's see. It's probably the average of Mittens is like 26 pages or so. I mean,
Well,
that's
pretty sure the first one was like 32 pages. Or well,
oh with all the added with the yeah, that's true. Well,
yeah.
okay. So let's say it's 28 because I think some of them might be a little.
Well, you take the cover and stuff out, so
Well, of course. Yeah, I'm not counting those.
yeah, so
Interior pages is what I'm
yeah,
counting. Let's just say 28 times 3, 84 pages. I mean, your minimum for like printing wise is like 60 pages for a trade. So like,
we'd
I
probably
feel like it'd be
be
all right.
at that. And then
Oh
we have
yeah.
extra stuff. We'd have the concept art.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I think we'd be. I think Mittens 1, 2, and 3 would make a great trade. Wouldn't have any issues. No issue. It's no issues. It's a trade. That's a dumb joke. Oh wow. Yeah, no, that would actually be really exciting to see a trade of Mittens.
Yeah, that
Um,
would be one of my. It would be my first series of having a trade. So it'd be pretty cool. It's really
that'd be
funny that
awesome.
like the newest series of mine is the first thing that gets like finished.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not the most complex thing.
Yeah,
It's cats in space,
yeah,
animals in space. It's pretty straightforward. So it's a
yeah.
simple premise. You don't have, like you said, you don't have this huge like multifaceted plot line going on. It's just a dude go or a cat goes here and does the thing. But it's still a lot of fun. I think
A
that's
good
why
way to
it's
pitch
so
that.
appealing.
So what's this?
That's
Oh,
well, I
cat
mean,
goes
that's what I
here and
pitch
does a
it.
thing.
That's what I pitch at Comic Cons and it sells. No.
Actually, all I had to say at the Comic Con we went to was like, "You like cats?" Yeah.
All it
Oh, okay.
takes.
That's all I had to do.
I mean, I was
They were
telling
already
him,
picking it up.
exactly. See, I rarely ever pitched at Comic Cons for Mittens. Like people would be walking by and be like, "Oh my gosh, what's this?" Like they would go to it first. It
But
sells
yeah,
itself.
like the foreman guy at my job. Uh, he said yesterday, and they said today, like, yeah, I like want that comic, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm back to Kickstarter, but um, he's like, but
Well,
you
like,
have the first issue at your house already, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I would like one. So like, if you brought one in, I would like pay for it. Like, okay. And then there's another guy that like is more nerdy and into comics and stuff, and he didn't know that I like made comics. And he's like, "You're telling me this now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got like 8 series." He's like, "Oh, how many? How much is it for like all of that?" And I was like, "Well, if it's like $5 per comic, and I don't have to ship it, I'm like handing it to you.
yeah,
It'll be like
handling fee.
$40 or whatever." And he's like, "Oh wow," and I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh yeah, if you brought all that in, I would like." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool."
So one thing I do miss having a job, like when you actually go into a job, because I remember I would like bring a stack of comics in and be like, "Hey, I made this," and people would just be like excited about it.
I
That's so cool.
So my last job, there was a coworker that wanted, well, there's more than one coworker that actually wanted to read it, but they wouldn't like press it hard enough to like ask for me to like. I was gonna bring them in to my last job, and then I like was done with my job, so I was like, oh, I guess I'm not gonna do that.
I was going to, but then I didn't.
And then there's one that kid that I didn't really like, but yeah, it's still a sale. He wanted to buy it, like one of the comics, and I was like, well, which one? Because I have like a bunch. And then he didn't. He's like, oh, I don't get like a discount, like a coworker discount. I'm like, one, not your friend, not your buddy, pal. So no. And then two, yes, you're gonna pay me. I made the fucking thing.
I read that somewhere. It was like a internet thing probably somewhere, and it said like the worst thing you can do to ask like a friend that has a small business is ask for a discount,
Yeah,
because it's just like really, it's like I get it. It's like, oh, friends and
yeah,
family
but
discount,
I'm
but
100% not his friend because I didn't like
Well,
him at all.
coworker
Yeah.
discount, whatever the
Yeah.
heck he called
And
it.
then I was like, yeah, no.
It's
Like,
really
I'm selling this for like how much I would sell it at like a con or anything. Like,
well, that's
you're
the
doing,
difference of like working at like a big company with a lot of like stock or whatever it might be. Like it's you can get behind that, but like when it's just like you making stuff, it's like, can you not ask for a discount? It's kind of weird.
yeah.
I don't know.
And then I tell it like, oh, you probably make like a lot on these. It's like, that's funny.
If you compare what you pay for them, the cost versus like what you're selling them, sure, that's a good margin. But like,
yeah, but like creating the comic, because like
yeah,
at first
that
Dylan didn't know
ratio
how
is.
much it was to create a comic.
Mm,
We've now been doing this for almost 6 years, so like we've almost been at LLC for that long, but
that's
it's just
awesome.
crazy. Yeah, in just a couple days it'll be that. Um,
Happy LLC day.
so and he's like, "What? How much is it?" And I was like, "It's a couple thousand to do all this
It's a lot
stuff."
of
And he's
fun.
like, "Oh." And I was like, "Yeah." So that's why I'm struggling. So like, any help?
This was recent.
No, this was
Oh,
like a
back in the day.
year or two or something ago, probably 3 years ago. And
Okay,
when he
okay.
found that out, he's like, "Wow!" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm
Comics are
not paying
expensive
like
to produce.
$100 and then getting all this. Like, I would have way more comics."
Oh God, if it cost $100, Jesus.
I'm
If
like,
it cost
"No,
$100 and it came out quick, that would be everybody would be making them.
yeah." I'm like, "No, that's no."
And then
Takes
when everyone's
time, and then
super,
everybody has other things going on, so it's just not just your artist. They're doing other things, and they have lives.
you do not have. I do not have a life. What are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah, get back to work. So,
Sorry.
um,
Oh man.
so yeah,
Let's take a look at the Kickstarter real quick.
yeah, we're gonna do that.
I want to do that.
Share that for now. Present.
Totally fine.
Okay. $3,197 and 119.
Somebody get us. Somebody buy. Okay, we have the trading cards done. We have unlocked one of them. They're $5 as an add-on. If
I'm
you go
pretty sure
get
more than
that,
one person did that
they
because I
have,
did
and I
see theirs
super
go
appreciate
up
it.
a little. Yeah.
There's actually a way you can look up to see who has got them.
Oh, on the
And
phone, you really can't because they're.
oh no, the
kind of
phone's dumb, and
kinda
you can't do it.
And now they're like getting rid of stuff.
I was gonna say you saw that too. Oh
Yeah, and I
man,
was like, oh, well, you're getting rid of more stuff, even though like you, whatever.
thanks.
So,
Anyway,
yeah. Anyway,
but no, what I'm saying is that if you got the trading card, that'd put us over the 3,200 mark, and
yeah,
I would
so
be
if you
super
already hit
appreciative
that,
of it.
you just add that $5 on and just
Just pop it off. It's fine.
plop it. Yeah. So here's the cover for issue 2. Even though I've showed this a bunch of times. What are you doing? Stop playing with the screws. Hey, hey, hey,
Stop doing the thing.
Marshall. Yeah, you. There's screws on the table, and he's like playing with them. Hey, what are you doing? Don't jump onto the desk. So this is the cover for issue 2, and if you've seen The Fifth Element, then you'll know what it looks like. It's inspired by that. Yo, is she like dead asleep? Doesn't realize. Where? Huh? Yep. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, so that's like inspired by The Fifth Element. So issue 2 takes place right after issue 1. Mittens has crash landed on a planet called Essos, and he is completely unfamiliar with the planet because he's never been there. Because he goes through like hyper drive or speed, whatever you want to call it, and at the end of issue 1, and then he ends up on Essos, and then he meets a couple people on the way, people and beings, while still on the run from Commissioner Quackers and his fleet. So he still has to complete his mission that Oscar Paughton gave to him with the item while still being on the run. So that's fun. If you like Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Fox 64, or The Mandalorian, also if you like Garfield, Total Recall, and what is the other one? I can't think of the other one.
Oh shoot, what was the other one? Total Recall. Garfield.
Garfield.
I gotta look it up now.
Yeah, but it was cool that someone like compared it to three other things that aren't the things that we like always compare it to. So there's a guy that has reviewed it.
That was a really awesome review too.
Yeah, and now I need to just look that up because it's really cool. Once I heard like just like Total Recall, and I'm like, that's not one
Flash
of my
Gordon.
favorite movies. Flash Gordon.
Yep.
Um,
Which is, that's what helped inspire Star Wars. So like, it's all full circle.
yeah, so that's just cool that it's three different things that aren't these. So
It's Total Recall without all the
we're probably gonna have a different
violence.
graphic on the next campaign, and it's probably gonna have those 6 things now.
I think that'd be very appropriate.
Yeah, and we'll probably ask for whole quotes if like it's done quicker, like the first one was.
Yes.
Because I felt weird that I didn't do that. Even though like it's not a mandatory thing.
I mean, we could still do that even with a week left.
Yeah. So yeah, this was only planned to be 3 issues, and then we had a talk, and now there's a whole Mittens versus stuff that we're going to be doing. So yeah, there's a lot, and the ash cans just tie more into the story in general. So
cool. Yeah, the I won't get into it too much because I know it's kind of fun stuff, but it is technically it takes place like way before all of this, so it's supposed to be when he's really younger.
If you have the Mittens trading card, or if you don't, you can get the Mittens trading card. On the trading card, it shows like a little backstory of Mittens, and like that is somehow tied with the ash can. So cool. So we got milestone meter that's updated. We have 2 booster set cards, booster sets. One is the Slicker trading card booster set, and that's at 3,500, which we're getting near. And then the next one is the Friend or Foe one, which looks really cool. So, like, I would like to unlock all this stuff.
Oh, definitely.
Money! Just all that stuff's cool. And then the ash can, of course.
A funny little thing, I heard that I was told that the Pokemon trading card like video game, I don't know if you knew there was a video game of that. I think it was for like the Game Boy Color. I don't know if it was just that, but essentially, I believe it was recently ported to the Switch, like officially, like quite literally, I think a week ago. Are you having cat problems?
He's meowing at nothing. Like, oh, what he's doing?
He's a cat.
Yeah, but like he does that after he goes to the bathroom. Like, hey, guess what? I took a shit. Like,
hey guys, I just want to let you know.
Oh my god, that sounds like that would be like his voice. Hey guys.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey guys, how's it going? Cats don't like water. Like, why are we doing this?
Is that Marshall then?
That's Marshall.
There you go.
He just winked at me. He's like, hey,
Hey,
go clean my shit up.
How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing? My name's Tony, to New York.
Yeah. There was I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah, so we came up with the Pokemon parody thing because it's like just hits the 90s nostalgia stuff that we got going on.
Well, and like we didn't have to try very hard for that to work really well with these characters and like the energy cards being like different like animal paw prints and stuff.
Yeah, I gotta like think of more energy cards for like the next one because I still would like these somehow. If like they're not unlocked, I would like to have them incorporated in the next campaign.
Oh yeah, I honestly think they will be. Like now that we have the designs done and everything, I feel like these will be part of the next campaign somehow.
And we probably will have a variant on the next campaign because we were gonna have one on this one, and then which is fine. But now they said that the people that are gonna do it, they're like, oh, we'll just wait until you do the third one. I was like, that's fine. So yeah, we'll probably have a variant for the third issue, and we're not going to do a variant for the trade because.
But we will have like a different trade cover.
Yeah, we'll do something like, yeah, whatever we think of. We did do a poll earlier in the campaign And I still haven't like added up all that stuff. How many people
It's
liked
the
what?
it's totally the Akira. I feel like it
Yeah,
is.
so many people picked that. So is Akira,
I'll tell you
and
what,
then I think
I'm not the most excited about it.
and I think Alex was
I
the
was
one
shooting for
that's
Blade
like,
Runner.
oh, that's been done like already.
See, a lot of people have been talking about that. Yeah.
But people want that one, and like it would be kind of funny because it'd be like the hauler, which would kind of make sense for the third issue, but without spoiling stuff. So that would kind of make sense.
It's
Um,
true.
but then there's Alien or Aliens. I think it's Aliens. Davey Lee was on one of our live streams, and he recommended that one, so that's why I put it. Blade Runner was picked as one of the things because I think that would be sick, and it just fits the whole aesthetic. And then the other one is what is it? I'm so stupid. Oh, Dune. That's like the one that I wanted. There will be some Dune type thing if it isn't the cover because I think that would be a really cool cover, and there's enough characters in order to do that anyway. So.
I think variant covers might not be a bad idea, but obviously we don't want too many. Like of
Yeah, I don't like
of
what I
those.
did for Ink. Was like one confusing to me, so it also confused other people, and that's probably what kind of like there was like a fatigue thing when they were probably looking at all this stuff. They're like, "Oh, these look the same." Like somebody like literally messaged me. It was like, those are all the same cover. And I was like, oh, look closer. I was like, oh, the mask has a mouth here, and then the other one only has an eye. Like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm not doing that on the next one. I actually said that to Adam. I was like, we're gonna have a variant somehow, but we're not gonna like just do
I
the masks.
Yeah, I think you got to like really change it up, like
Yeah,
dramatically,
yeah.
or just like different color schemes or something.
Yeah, we should have done something like that. If like it like we had a glow in the dark thing, and somehow the glow in the dark
Oh,
thing
that
was
would
like
be
half of the
so
face,
cool.
that would
That
be
would be
cool.
awesome.
But I don't even know how they would do that. Which it could probably be done somehow. But
Oh, I'm sure. I have no idea how
because
the
if it
glow in the
like
dark
glowed
works, but
red here and then purple on this side, I think that would be like awesome. But
can they do different color glowing on the
no,
same
I don't think
cover?
so.
Oh, okay. It'd be
Like
really
if
awesome.
that was a way to do that, like if they had like a little tiny line, like a microscopic line, and it goes between the key that's on the cover, and then like that would be purple and that would be red. That would be sick, but like I don't think they could do that. So
It
it's
would
just
still be
dreaming.
cool. You can dream. It's fine.
Um, stop scratching stuff. Um, yeah. So we got the booster set for the cards. Would really like to do that. Meow, meow, meow. And then and then there's the ash can, which is awesome. And there's going to be more than one ash can. So do you hear the bat? I don't think it's out yet. It's only 8. You can't answer me. You're a cat. So here's the concept art. There's the guardsmen that are in the prison. There's a whole prison scene, a whole fight scene, and it's awesome. Some designs of the cars and stuff, and it just looks cool. And the car kind of looks almost like one of those like pod racing things from Star Wars.
They kind
uh,
of do. I didn't think about
yeah,
that.
yeah. Like if there was like electric in between it, I could see like it's like
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually modeled it off of the Blade Runner car, the spinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
Lightweight.
then
Not too much, but lightweight.
here's our guards and stuff, and quackers and Slugger's car, and then here's Griff.
Griff is awesome.
Like you guys don't even see like people don't see Griff that much in the series right now, but like don't worry because there's gonna be way more of Griff for the most part.
If you like Griff,
If you like pandas
stick
with
around. Essentially,
bamboo staffs and blasters.
bamboo themed everything. His gun, his
Oh,
staff,
ship. He's got a ship. That's
his.
bamboo.
He has a speeder ship, and then he has a spaceship.
Oh yeah, I forgot
All
about
bamboo
that.
themed.
Actually, I wonder if it could be the speeder. That's the thing happens in the third issue.
I feel like that makes. I was gonna mention it.
Yeah, okay,
We'll
that makes
figure it out.
sense.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So it's my story. I forgot
Yeah,
about
because
that.
he has. I mean, it's not really a spoiler at all. It's just a cool concept that he has like a ship that can like drop like a car style. Hey, oh, Gareth had didn't Gareth had a
It is on Kickstarter.
he has a Kickstarter right now? Yes, I thought so.
I have like if he tells me it, then I'll pull it up and then we can talk about that.
We can totally make that happen.
Yeah. But yeah, so Griff, he does have like a ship within a ship.
Oh, it's so cool. I haven't like drawn it yet, but I've conceptualized it.
That's cool. And then here's some preview pages. Yeah. So,
I thought it was really funny to have the Quackisers like ships look like ducks, like flying ducks a little bit, or at least just like a flying bird of like with wings. I just thought that
so
was
the
funny
person
too.
that reviewed Mittens 2 and like said, oh, it's like Total Recall on Garfield and stuff. He actually did like a voice. He was like talking about some of the characters, and he's like talking about like this scene, and he was like doing like a duck voice, and it was hilarious.
I like how
come on, Mittens, get out of here.
I was going to say, I mean, I guess like DuckTales. I mean, there's a lot of duck characters in that, so anything in that range is what I imagined.
Yeah. And then he's like, Slugger sounds like he would be like annoying because it's just as pug noises. So it's like, yes, somebody mentioned it.
Somebody got it.
That was one of the things I was hoping on this campaign is like people are going to mention the pug noises thing. Kevin Joseph did on his show that I was on with Jonathan Hedrick, which also has a Kickstarter, which is completely different from this one. It's called Spill Blood, and you should go check that out. Fight like a demon. I backed Mittens a few days ago.
Like a demon.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, it's Fight Like a Demon. I will find that.
Fight like a demon.
Once.
Sounds like a song title. That's a really awesome name.
Fight like a demon. So,
right? Like, how could you not? Like, it sounds like something that like a 80s hair band would sing.
Yeah,
that's definitely a compliment. If that's not obvious.
So in the preview pages, it shows that he's on the run, like we've said how many times. Yeah, and then you see Slugger, which is, I think it's a really good like preview because you see that he's on the run, and then he meets this new character, so it's like pretty good in the first couple pages.
There is a lot that happens in this book. Like, if that is the first couple of pages, man, this book goes places.
Let me stare at the wall. It's taped. Like, if a bat gets through there, then don't get rabies. So then, I don't have anything to throw at it right now. Yeah. So that's the preview pages, and then we got On the Run as a digital tier. That's just issue 2. And then you can get both digital versions for Pulse of the Wheel, $10. And then there's another $10 tier, which is New Planet, New Problems. I've had people, the shows that I've been on, they like the naming of the reports. So I like to say that.
That's an element that you've always had with your Kickstarters, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like just the theme. I like doing themes and stuff depending on like how I can work it. Like the second issue of Seer Chronicles, I had like a casino kind of theme,
right?
Or poker, because the one character is like gambling, so it worked.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and I had like people like tell me like, oh, that's a really cool way they did that. So the New Planet, New Problems, you get issue 2 physical and digital, and then there's the Jailbreak one, and you can get issue 2 physical, and then the PDF and the Journey Bar sticker, which is the candy bar the new character Slugger eats. So he's all Paul Blart like. And then there's What's the Plan, Doggo, and you get issues 1 and 2, digital and physical. Then there's a Q fight scene, which is our first parody print of the many that we included in this campaign. It's the Smash Brothers one.
3's not too much.
And then you can get another one.
It's just there's only 2. Well, no, 2 and then plus the
one, so. And then the Star Fox one.
Versus the one we did last time. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the next one we won't have so many prints. Like, we'll still offer these, but like,
probably move on to something else.
Yeah, like, we'll figure it out.
That's for future us to worry about.
That's like future problem.
Yeah.
And then Pug Noises, which I know people have got this one. It's not sold out, so you can still get the Pug Noises t-shirt. I actually would like one, but whatever. money. And then that's only $35. You can get the issue 2 physical, digital, the shirt, and the Journey Bar sticker, and Slugger's trading card. And that's a different trading card than the Pokemon parody thing. We have different like a card thing, which we're probably gonna switch over to the parody thing, just because I kind of like that, or maybe not because there's bios on these ones.
I think sticking with the character cards for a couple characters is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like doing a Griff trading card would be really cool, like a character card.
Oh yeah, because like he definitely has backstory and stuff.
Exactly.
Because I got Ink, I have Mittens, now Slugger, and John Benson, and there's like a bunch more that I have. So.
Yeah.
Okay. We have the 90s.
I just hear like
it's just a stampede. It's like the Lion King. Oh.
Long live the king. All right.
90s throwback. So there's Star Fox.
Shock and awe.
And the Smash Brothers art print. You can get both of those when you back. Stop attacking each other. And then the trading cards of Mittens and Slugger. And issues 1 and 2 of Mittens. Hey, chill. Okay. There's a retail tier, and we actually had 2 people get that, so that's awesome. That's $60, but try to not get it if you're not a retailer.
Yeah, it's for specifically stores.
Yeah. I wish that Kickstarter like had a thing like what Indiegogo has. They have like a secret perk thing. I wish they had something like that.
For only the cool secret stores.
Gareth, I wanted to give off manga vibes. Oh. So if you like manga vibes, and you're like,
oh yeah, definitely. Like, well, I say manga, so
I say both. Depends on what my mouth says at the end.
It depends on what I feel like at the moment. Yeah, I'm looking it over right now. It's very cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it, or you can show it off after we're done with this thing.
Great.
At $85, I think we have like one left. We have I think we do. There's the plushie, and it's so fluffy, and you get
it's so fluffy. Yeah. I'm gonna die.
Oh. So that's why they called it that. So there you get the physical issue 2, the digital, the plushie, the N64 art print. That's the Smash Brothers one, and obviously you can add on the other stuff that we're offering. Slugger's trading card and the Journey Bar sticker, and there's no actual like picture of the plushie because like she's literally making it like right now.
Yeah, it's still in production.
But I'm gonna have like updates on like what it looks like because it's getting to the point of like, hey, this is what it looks like. And then at $125, we have I think 2 of these left. It's sketchy theme. So it's a sketch cover version of Mittens 2. Then you get the physical version of Mittens 2, the art print, Slugger's trading card, and Journey Bar sticker. So you get all that stuff wrapped in a nice bow.
Yeah, and on those sketch covers, I like doing just different stuff.
Yeah.
Like I did last time, I will sometimes do a sneak peek to what's happening in the next issue.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, somebody got a drawing of Mittens getting surrounded by quackers.
Oh.
So that was a fun little like we're doing that in the next one kind of thing. So
that's cool.
Honestly, if somebody did get that one, I'm gonna have a Mittens versus Griff cover. I think that'd be awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Like he's like with a blaster, with his like paw up, and like he's like coming down with the staff or something. I think that'd be awesome.
Cool. That would be cool.
Thanks, Gareth. Yeah, these I'm really happy with how these rewards turned out.
Yeah. I need to have like another type of item kind of thing, like the Journey Bar, maybe in the third one if it works. Oh well, it's tea, but I don't know.
Oh, I was thinking like the goggles.
What?
Does he have goggles in the third one?
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
That might.
Oh yeah, and I made like a way to put that in the story because like at first I was like writing it, I was like, "There's no place to put this," and I was like, "Oh, I know how to do it."
I'm
I'll have
excited.
this character leave the room and then do something. Haha. So
I do that.
at add-ons, for the add-ons, you can get a Journey Bar sticker if you don't have that, or if you just want an extra one, you can get that for $5. The first copy of issue 1 is 10, and issue 2 is 10. You can also get the art prints for each $15 because it was work that Josh did. So
Yeah, I had fun drawing it though.
yeah, I could come up with ideas for box art all day, so we're going to be doing these for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we have to do at least one of them for
yeah,
issue 3.
there'll be like another one, but like I'm not gonna have any stretch goals on the third issue.
No,
Like,
just have
no,
the
that's
one and done.
Yeah, and that'll be like in a reward tier, so
Yeah,
and an add-on.
more than likely.
And then we unlocked Mittens trading card parody set, which you can get for $5 with an add-on if you
Those are available now.
Yeah, available now for $19.95. So call now. So
A $20 value for only $19.95.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious if we had like some kind of like because we were talking about that like my job like the other day about those commercials, like Light Bright and all that other kind of stuff. That's like call right now, 3 easy payments at $39.95.
Just pay shipping and handling.
Yeah, so
funny.
that'd be hilarious if we had like something like that randomly in the story. But you can get Mittens card set if you want it. So if you like Pokemon, you'll like it because it's definitely not the same thing.
It's definitely not the exact same thing. I mean, to be fair, I drew those from the ground up.
Yeah.
But the design elements are definitely Pokemon paired for these. So it's not like we just scanned a card and threw our own art on it. Like I actually graphic designed the shit out of those. So
yeah,
I'm actually really proud of those.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, I think we're going to be changing them like in the future, like a little, because we want to make it our own thing. But it's cool.
Just make a Mittens Uno.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome. I actually, me and a friend in high school created a card game like completely. Like we made up rules and everything in one of the study halls that we had. We called it Period 9 because it was the last period of the. Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, and it works. It's like Egyptian Rat Screw meets some other card game. I forgot what it was, but it worked. Yeah, I was like, oh wow. Obviously, you know what.
I haven't updated those yet.
You know what these are.
Whoops. Whatever.
But yeah. So, and then there's me as the writer, Josh. You drew the
shout out
stuff.
to Lucky 32. They do Alex, Corey, maybe Mo as well. We would like to have them on before the end of the campaign, just to say hey, talk a little bit about what's going down. And then they get off. They're just like, hey, and then just leave.
Just be like, hey. Yeah, they're busy living the $1 million life. I don't know. I don't know. They're busy with
something. What are they doing? Okay.
They're busy.
Tell them that.
Yeah. So they did the color flats and stuff and just all that fancy stuff that everybody comments on.
Yeah, Corey, I didn't get a chance to list Corey, but Corey's the another member of Lucky 33, and he assisted with the lettering.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't even think we had the lettering down. Well, you are a letterer.
I did the lettering.
Oh yeah, okay.
We put letterer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Corey will be in the credits and whatnot, so he will be getting credit for his work. So.
Oh, and speaking of letterers, I have a letterer that's not Josh that does basically every other one of my comics. If you haven't voted for the Ringo Awards, try to do so. I don't know the link, but vote for the Ringo Awards and vote for Jerome. So Jerome Gagnon. So vote for him because he's awesome and he's really good at what he does.
That's so cool.
Katrina, she is one of the editors. We have 2. We have her and then Jason Webb. He helps with, well, he edits, but like he like adds a couple things. Like he's like, oh, what about this? And then your money is going to fixing his ship so he can get off that planet.
You know,
Goes towards the next
it's a rough
issue.
life.
Yeah, it's a rough life.
It's a rough life. It's a great joke. Solid joke. 10 out of 10.
Do you have his Kickstarter pulled up, or
I do.
if you
And
want
it's
to?
thundering outside.
Oh no! If you want to present that, then...
So if I lose power suddenly,
no.
happens.
That reminds me of when me, Hector, and Dylan were doing that breakfast talk show, the first ever episode that we did. A tornado was happening like in Nashville, so like Dylan was talking, and then he just got cut, and then me and Hector were like, oh, so he died. Okay.
Well, he's dead.
So we're like, oh, all right.
Jesus.
Like, what do we do now? Like,
could you let in my other?
Yeah.
My laptop, because that's the one that's sharing. Got you. Nice. Nailed it. Made it happen.
31 backer.
Dude, that's terrible. Oh man, this is really cool. I really love the cover here.
Year
Making your way.
a new AR VR console developed by a leading tech company, Digital Monarch, has taken the gaming world by storm.
That's cool.
That's cool. So,
yeah, I really like the.
I don't know if it's kind of like Ready Player One meets other stuff.
I am curious on what the vibes are to this. Yeah, because I was just checking out the artwork the last time we were looking at it, or talking about it, but I didn't get a chance to like read.
Hyper Slayer.
Oops, sorry.
Oh no!
I was like, ooh, artwork. I'm terrible at that.
Cool. Yeah, you can keep going.
Yep.
I'm not gonna
read well, that scrolls that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool cover. Yeah, I like how this reminds me of like a, I don't know, like a party system where everyone has like different weapons and elements and stuff. That's very cool. Love the vines and stuff on this. This looks really awesome.
That's cool.
Very cool. Oh, that's I see what you did there with the glasses. That's really cool. Let's check out the preview here. This is cool.
It's all in augmented reality. Ooh.
That I'm digging it.
When everybody played Pokemon Go and was so happy for that summer, we talked about that last time.
Man, that was
seriously. It was like just peace.
It was.
You're like, what team are you on?
I remember,
like instinct, like, you're dumb.
Oh, right. There was just like rivalries.
I was on the team. So.
Well, I had like a handful of roommates at the time, and we all went to like a downtown area, and it was like 10 p.m. and there was like 100 people out. I was like, what is happening right now? Dude, Pokemon Go changed lives. I love the augmented reality, like the digital space vibes that this has. Oh man, the health bars and everything. Oh, I love it. This is so cool. Oh, I love that top-down shot. This is cool. I really like the choice of like the word bubbles being like a little different once you get to like the augmented reality.
Yeah.
Bosses.
Kaizen meets My Hero Academia with some gaming elements that also applies.
Irish mythology. That's different. That's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about Jujutsu Kaisen, and I've done some fan art, but
I've seen a bunch of that stuff, like when we go to like Barnes and Noble. But actually, I think my girlfriend's read that, or she wants to, or something. But My Hero Academia, I like actually want to watch that stuff. I just haven't gotten to do that. Ooh, cool. We're too busy watching Property Brothers.
Oh my god, no! My Hero Academia, it took the world by storm. That is really good.
Yeah.
That boss is really cool.
We also have to catch up on One Piece and like catch up. Like we're on 400 something, and we have to. I
was about to say One Piece is like 12 billion episodes.
We're on episode 1. No, we're on like it already was kind of spoiled for me, but we're on like the part where he's in the prison. He's trying to like save Ace, and I know what happens, but I still want to see it.
I know very little about One Piece.
But if somebody spoils it. Like you're not really spoiling
80
it.
page. Holy crap, man! This is
Oh
crazy.
wow. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
I really like that.
Huh.
This is so cool, man.
Yeah. Valid printing. Yeah, that's another thing we forgot to do on this campaign.
Oh,
Was,
about
for both
having
Comics Wellspring as a printer. Obviously, we're using like a couple other things for different things, but like that's like for the comics, and like I forgot to do that. I think pretty sure on the ink one, and I don't know how I keep forgetting that, but that's 2 campaigns in a row that I like spaced on doing that. Because you get a discount when you do that. So.
Yeah, I don't know why we keep forgetting. It's great. I'm sorry, I just saw "fuck you, Mike." Like, I don't know why I didn't see that.
It's the first book I've written 3 different versions of the story.
Interesting.
Wow, that's cool. I have a comic that is not out yet, but for one of the characters that I have, and I wrote it. I had one writer write it 2 different times because I changed things while he's writing it, and then I changed the story even more 7 different times. So it's good. It's very good now. Like not just because like I wrote it like that many times, but like Hector was the editor, and like it's a very good, like he likes how it transitions in like the first page and introduces things without having to have that whole like origin kind of thing going on. Like you know how Bruce Wayne's parents got killed.
I don't. You want to explain it to me?
Yeah,
10 different
so
ways
like
across
they were in an
17
alleyway
movies?
and saw like this movie or opera, depending on the comic, and then
yeah, what the Mark of Zorro? I think was the popular one because that's what I feel like Frank Miller did that.
And
anyway, why do we talk about Batman when we're looking at Fight Like a Demon?
I don't know.
Come on, Greg, get with it.
So I feel like video games, and comics, and future, and
pretty cool.
Just awesomeness. You should back this.
Love the city in the
we should put the link in the comments though. So
that actually might be a very helpful situation here.
The main characters get a buff that none of the other players get. That's where the items. That's cool. So they like get potatoes or something.
That's Greg. Just end the stream. Just end the stream right fucking now.
I'm dumb.
The hyperlens. This is such a cool idea with the hyperlens and stuff. I really dig this.
So
well, best of luck. I really hope. I mean, you're making good progress. If this is the first of this one, right? So,
yes.
So I mean, that's a really great start, and I really hope you can make it happen.
Days are rough. 18. You got that.
18 days. Oh yeah, 18 days to go.
Yeah.
Still have the rest of August.
Get the link. And
oh man. Well, I think I gotta wrap it up tonight on my end.
Yeah. Well, it's been like an hour. Yeah, so if you want to back Fight Like a Demon, it's in the comments, not on Facebook, apparently, because for some stupid reason it didn't.
Because Facebook's dumb.
That. Yeah.
Let me try to see if
that's the link. And for some reason it wasn't working. But
oh yeah, why does it not let me?
I was gonna show another Kickstarter.
Oh, there we go.
Like, doesn't really need help, but like it still does, just because like it's a really big goal. Yeah, so that's that one.
Nailed it.
Cthulhu Invades Neverland. Like I don't think I even backed it because of my debit card thing right now. But yeah, you should back that because their goal is 30,000 and they're at 22,419. So
congrats on hitting that much. God damn. I mean, like the team behind it and all that, they're done very well on Kickstarter. But
like it's Ringo nominated for Wonderland. So yeah. So
that's cool. But yeah, I hope they hit it because that's a hell of a feat. Holy heck!
Yeah.
Dashboard.
I'm gonna play the trailer for both one last time one last time for this stream, and then we'll probably annoy you people again next week, and then on the last day. What?
Heck yeah.
Is it? So here's issue 1. Go to issue 2. Yeah, so back Mittens on Kickstarter. I actually had an idea while those were playing. What
It's
if
never a good idea,
like
or never
so?
good
What
thing.
if like the trailer for the third one was animated to have like stuff that happened in issue 2 and issue 3, or should we just do the stuff that happens in issue 3 comic, and then we
No,
do
I
the trade? We do the trade Kickstarter. We have it animated for like the entire thing
okay. Well, that would actually be really cool.
because then we like yeah. So the video would be like the you just take the stuff from issue 1, so you don't have to like rewrite that.
Yep.
And then you do the issue 2 because we're able to make that one, and then issue 3 that one will already be made. So technically, for the trade, you'd be making the video
Just
part
the
too,
second one.
and then you splice that together, and then we just make it somehow work.
I love that idea. I
Yeah,
think that's
so
a very
that would be
fun
for
idea.
the trade, so people would be able to look forward to that. So then issue
Yeah.
3 we just show that.
I love that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, so back it ends on Kickstarter. Back Fight Like a Demon, back Cthulhu Invades Neverland, back I don't have the link for that, but I'll give you that in a sec. Back Tilt, back Immortal Era, which I haven't talked about, but I'm gonna put that in an update. It is nothing like Mittens, so yeah, but that's by Edward Davis. And there's another one I need to, but I'll put that in the update when I do that tomorrow. Yeah, so you'll see us again next week, and then you'll see us on the last day. So let's try to get those stretch goals unlocked, all of them.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Because these would be amazing.
Yeah.
Just
I
saying.
want the ash can. So let's do it. Okay. I'm gonna piece it out.
Peace out, Girl Scout.